Well, hello there. It looks like it worked.
Hey, it worked, guys. What do you think? We finally figured it out. I'm thinking that we're flawless. I don't know. Oh, I don't know where I did what happened to me now. Now I'm not seeing myself, Chris.
You should be there. I see you.
No, I'm not. All I see is the that image of that antique shop on the main screen.
Are you looking at your YouTube channel or
Oh,
you?
there I am. Now I see myself. Not like I want to see myself, but you guys want to see me so that I can show you what I got.
I just have to change this spotlight. Give me a second.
Spotlight. I'm on the spotlight.
There we go. All right.
Hello, Haggard.
Now you're widescreen.
Does anybody know what movie that's from? Hello, Haggard. One of my favorite movies. It's like a Melmac night. I'm drinking on a melamine, guys. Can you imagine? How is everybody doing out there today? Hopefully everybody is well. Hopefully it's warm finally where you are. It's warm here. It's been, gosh, what was it today, Chris? I was working all day. I don't even know what the weather was like.
It was 73.
Oh, okay. I know yesterday was really, really hot. Or that it was a yesterday, yesterday, day before. It was really, really hot. I couldn't believe how warm it was. It's crazy hot.
The good news
So
is they can
hopefully
hear
it's,
me this time.
yeah, you guys can hear Chris? No rain in Kentucky. Yeah. Well, we don't want you go into a drought though. We want to make sure you get some rain anyway, Tina, right? Good to see everybody. Hello to everybody, because I know there's quite a few of you guys in here already, so I don't want to start calling out names because I'm gonna forget somebody. So hello to everyone. Hello, gorgeous. The movie was like butter. Yes. Hello, everyone.
I don't know what that
90 and rain, Sandra says. That's, oh, in
means.
Atlanta? Oh my goodness.
That's Hotlanta for you.
That's hotly a Hotlanta, Hotlanta, they call it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, good to have you guys here. I'm glad to see everybody. Alicia, Karen K, Lynn. I don't want to start calling it Heidi, but you guys know I'm very grateful to have all you guys here. Um, So welcome in. Thank you for allowing me to start late tonight because I had to work today and I got out of work at 6 o'clock and then I had to go grab something quick for dinner and then get ready for this, which I kind of prepared last night, but um, just getting yourself into the mindset, you have to give yourself a little time. So, hello, Jenny Mac. How are you, hon? Yeah, hello to everyone, Lynn and Tina. Yeah, hello everybody. And I see Brenda. Yeah, hello to everybody. I'm so sorry. I don't want to miss everybody. I got 66 of you wonderful folk here already. Thank you for coming in and visiting with me tonight. I got some really cool stuff. Do you guys like vintage toasters? Actually, no, I take that back. Antique toasters? Yep. So you know how old that is. Oh yeah, I got a beautiful one for you. Yep. Got some EAPG for you guys and some Brushing glass. And I have a beautiful pitcher and glass set that we'll talk about later. I got some records for you guys, some DVDs. Got a nice assortment of things tonight. So hopefully you like what I'm bringing you tonight. So without further ado, I will welcome you all and let you know that my name is Jeffrey. This is Olde Hadley Vintage. And if you are new here, welcome in. I always look forward to having new folks join us. Feel free to jump into the chat and say hello to everyone. Everyone in here is very, very friendly and very welcoming. And we enjoy seeing new faces, or new names, I should say. So definitely jump in the chat if you'd like and say hello to everybody. And Toby and Chris are at their house tonight. I'm here solo at my place. So that's why it's going to be Chris. Chris will still be here. You'll still be able to hear his voice. And he'll
Yep.
be calling out the winners. So if you are new to a sale, what I do here is an auction style sale. These are all offer up items. We're going to start each item at a certain price, and then we are going to go up from there as people bid in the chat. I don't do any just in cases. So if you do try to outbid yourself by saying, oh, 25, and then I'm going to go up to, no, I'm going to do 35 just to secure a bid. I don't do just in cases. So that higher bid is going to stick. So just be aware of that you can outbid yourself. As far as shipping goes, I use Pirate Ship to give you guys the best rate. I ship out of Western Massachusetts and I ship as quick as I possibly can. I am off tomorrow. I do have some errands I need to run, but I'll be shipping over the next couple of days. and you'll be receiving your invoices accordingly. If you are new and you do not have PayPal, PayPal is what I use for payment. That's perfectly fine. You can still use PayPal. I can bill you as a guest. Just let me know if you haven't purchased from me before, and you send me all of your info as we do the auction. If anybody is new, we'll identify you as a new winner, and we will welcome you in and have you send me your information, and then Chris will scroll it on the bottom of the screen for you at that time of all the information that I need. And the most important thing is to let me know whether you have PayPal or not, so I can bill you as a guest or what have you. So I will need your your full name, your home address, your zip code, your whether you have PayPal or not, your email associated with your PayPal if you have PayPal. And let's see, I'm trying to think of what else I need to say about PayPal. I don't think that's, I mean, it finds the cheapest rate possible. So no matter where you live in the country, you are getting the best rate I could possibly get for you shipping out of Western Mass. But the further you live away from me on the other side of the country, or whether it be Hawaii or Texas or California, the prices will go up a little bit. So be aware of that. If you have any questions during the sale, feel free to ask in the chat. Chris will keep an eye on the chat and he will let me know. Now, Chris is going to also be calling the starts and the stops. So when I start an item, he'll put the starting price in there, and then the stop. When I count down from 10 down to 1, Chris will put a stop in there, and the highest bidder before the stop is going to be the winner tonight. And then Chris will call the winner. So don't congratulate anyone until Chris actually calls the winner of the item. All right. And I'm trying to think what else.
Make sure that when you are watching the chat, you're in live chat or all comments or all chats, not top chat. And there is a little bit of a delay, so please bear in mind that when you're doing your bidding.
Right. Chris, how do I put the volume up here? Can I do it? Can I do it on my phone or on my computer here? No, it's very, very low. Like it's almost like you're whispering to me.
You need to increase the volume on your laptop.
The volume on my laptop is all the way up.
Well, I'm definitely
Yeah,
not
it's
whispering.
maxed out at 100. I don't know. Can you guys hear us okay? Do we sound like we're whispering, or are we coming through strong and clear? Hopefully we can. You can barely hear Chris. Yeah, Tina, see, she can barely hear you too, Chris. You got to do something on your end. Hey, Eric. There's Eric. How are you, buddy?
All right, how's that?
Oh, that's a little bit louder. See, I sound fine, Joan says.
Okay, yeah, I gotta increase
How are
my
you,
own.
Eric? Good to see you in, bud.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I think your volume was a little bit low or something. Yeah, and everybody needs to hear you because you're going to be calling out the winners.
Okay,
All right.
all set. I fixed the gain on it.
Ah, there we go. Now we can hear you. Much better, Tina says. See? Much better. Thanks, Tina. All right, so guys, I think we'll get started. If anybody has any questions, like I said, throughout the auction, feel free to jump in, and Chris will answer the question or alert me to it. Okay. So without further ado, we will get going. So Chris, could I have $8 on the screen, please? And the first item I have, guys, this is a Hazel Atlas Colony Clear candy dish. It's in perfect condition. Absolutely perfect. There's no decoration on this at all. It's a very plain candy dish, but it does have a little bit of decoration. See the little points? There's 4 points on the bottom of the jar itself, and then there's 4 points on the top. It's very deco looking. And I love the top. The top is absolutely perfect. No chips or cracks or nicks. A lot of times these get chipped, as Uncle Stanley comes over and, wants to sneak out a couple of caramel creams and drops the candy dish top on its little holder. You tend to get a little chip or two, but this absolutely has no chips or cracks, even in the dish itself. It's in perfect condition. Does have some waviness here from manufacturing, which I absolutely love. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I absolutely love it. Yeah, you can see it there. See that waviness? I love that. It's a pretty candy dish. And it's just, nice, simple, plain, clear candy dish. You can actually see what kind of candy is inside.
So, Jeff,
Whether
can
it be
you raise that
licorice.
up a little bit higher because you really can't see that? There we go. We couldn't see the piece before. And
Can you
go
see it?
back. Go back towards you. There you go.
How's that? Is that better?
Perfect. That's much better.
All right. So there it is. Here's the lid.
And this is an old piece.
This is from they made this was a very popular pattern, the Colony Clear. They made this anywhere from the 40s to the 60s. Hazel
Okay.
Atlas. So this was a popular pattern. Yeah, and it's completely clear. And the bottom has no chips, cracks, dings, or nicks or anything. It has a nice base to it.
And like you
A
said, it
little
still has
base
the
to it.
top to it too. That's important.
Yes, it does. And there's no chips or cracks. A lot of people that, by putting the lid down, a lot of times it will crack or chip, but not this one. It's in very, very good shape. So, not sure if we have any bids on this, but I have quite a bit of things to get through, guys. So we're going to move pretty quick tonight.
Okay,
So
we
if
got
you're
a bid.
interested, make sure you jump in, okay? All right, so we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Hey, there's Hazel's Attic. How are you, hon? I love that candy to sign your family room copy. Up. I wonder, geez, I wonder why, Hazel. Yep. Am I
Okay,
right in that, Hazel? Anywhere from the 40s through the 60s? That's what I read. Read that in my little book. My little kitchen. It was in my kitchen book, one of my kitchen books.
okay, we have Tina Bradford for 8.
Tina for 8. Okay, thank you, Tina. You want to be just like Hazel? You can't even imagine? No. Okay. Yeah, probably from the 40s to the 60s. It was a popular pattern they made over several years. All right, thank you, Tina. And guys, is my lighting okay too? I just want to make sure my lighting is okay. If you can't see anything, just holler, okay?
Yeah, the lighting looks very good.
Okay. All right. So, yes, Christmas time. Oh, Christmas candy in there. Yeah. And what's good about a clear jar is you can put any candy in there and change it to the season. Put pastels in there for Easter, etc., etc. All right, guys. So I brought this to that drop sale that I have, and I lowered the price a little bit down to $28. Chris, if you could put 28 on the screen, please. This
Okay.
is a set of 8 of the Indiana Glass pretzel plates. Now, these are dinner plates, and I believe these were 9 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yeah, 9 inches. So these are 9-inch dinner plates, and it's the pretzel pattern by Indiana Glass. And again, these were probably made from the 40s to the 60s. Now, some of them have some utensil marks, so obviously somebody served up quite a bit on these plates. These are very, very well loved. And there's 8 of them. You get a full stack of 8, and they're just beautiful. Right? Just the way they catch the light is just stunning. Look at that. So there's the stack of 8 of them. So if anybody's looking for a nice, plain, clear glass plate, it's very simple. It has a very demure pattern to it. And they look like pretzels. So I have this nice set here if anybody's interested in a nice clear glass set. And it's nicely polished. It's nice and smooth on the bottom. And it's really, really a beautiful set. Yeah, set of 8, Chris. Yep. Thank you. It's a beautiful, beautiful set. Oh, what happened to my thing here? All of a sudden that disappeared. There it goes. That's better. Okay. I don't know why that keeps disappearing on me.
Tina is
Tina,
asking.
so
Oh,
Tina,
go ahead.
anywhere from the 40s through the 60s. I'm not exactly sure, but looking at the age of these, I would probably say these are probably somewhere in the 50s. Yeah, because I mean these were definitely well loved. But there's no chips or cracks or anything on them, just a little bit of utensil marks. The only thing I did not try on this, and what does really work for you, some utensil marks, if they're very light, which a lot of these are, is that barkeeper's friend. I swear by barkeeper's friend, that stuff is so good. And the odd thing about that stuff is when you dampen the plate and you sprinkle some of that on, using your fingers, something about your fingers and polishing the glass with your fingers and that barkeeper's friend really does work. And it actually worked for another piece that I have tonight. It actually took off quite a bit of the wear. So that's an option too. So keep an eye on that. And a lot of times people like don't want to pick up old Fiesta ware because they see those utensil marks, those gray utensil marks. Same thing with that. Barkeeper's friend, use your hand. Don't use a sponge. Use your hand. I don't know what it is with just using your fingers, and it actually takes those utensil marks right out. And it's amazing stuff. I love my barkeepers. I just had to buy another can the other day. So they have it at Walmart if you're looking for it, and they do have it cheap. It's cheap at Walmart. So that's a good place to find it. So if anybody's interested in this, I'm going to start counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Woo! And these are heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is some heavy glass. Wow.
All right, those are a pass, Jeff.
Okay, so we'll pass on that for now. All right, you can always come back to it. All right. Next up, guys, I have a DVD. So I know you guys like when I find these really cool DVDs for you. Well, I found a really good one. Chris, $8 on the screen. Hollywood Divas. Now we know who they are, don't we? Marilyn Monroe, Betty Davis, Joan Crawford, and Barbara Stanwyck. There they are. I was talking about somebody today at work about this DVD, and I could not remember one of the actresses. And of all actresses, who do I forget? Marilyn Monroe. And there it is. So there's 4 discs in here, and it's by AMC, American Movie Classics. And there's 4 movies in here, and you've got Marilyn Monroe's Hometown Story, Betty Davis in Of Human Bondage, 1934, Joan Crawford in Rain, 1932, and then Barbara Stanwyck in Lady of Burlesque, 1943. That one has Michael O'Shea in it. Who was Marilyn with here in Hometown Story? She was with Jeffrey Lynn and Donald Crisp.
And that's an
Now,
AMC Classic Movies DVD too, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it's the AMC for movie people, Genius Entertainment. Watch Hollywood Classics every Sunday morning on AMC. From
Cool.
2004, Genius Products. And if you guys keep hearing like any noise behind you, that's my ice maker, my freezer. It was off for some reason. I just turned it on and I needed ice. So if you're wondering what that noise is, that's what that is. But each disc has two of the movies. So you get 2 movies. And beautiful rainy day. Make some popcorn, curl up with these ladies, let me tell you. Good movies. I've seen each one of these movies. I remember when they had them on TMC. I used to what was that system we used to have, Chris Sling? They used to have TMC on that.
Yep.
And I
Sling
used to
TV.
watch TCM, Turner Classic Movies. And I used to
Yep.
love to watch all these old movies. I've seen each one of these. They're really good. Yep. They are fantastico.
All right, you want to
Yep.
count it down?
Love Joan Crawford. Me too. Huh?
I said you want to count it down?
I can count this down. All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oops.
It's funny because I see the front of that DVD and I can't help but think about another actress, which I did not know this. That's a pass, by the way. Um, I never knew the person that voiced Betty Boop, the original Betty Boop, is in one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yes.
I had no idea that.
Yeah, do you guys know who that is? And what Christmas movie that is? The lady that voiced Betty Boop? That'd be a good question to ask.
Well, too late now.
You know,
Margie Hines. Margie
Margie
Hines.
Hines.
Yep,
Yep.
and she
So
was
she was the
in
lady that she was the old was it
Bethany.
Aunt Bethany. Yes.
Yep.
She was the voice of Betty Boop.
And I saw a picture of her. I'm like, yep, she looked just like her. That was a little segue there,
Yeah.
but I figured that was
Yeah.
interesting.
A little bit of a segue, yeah. It's all right. Chris, $15 on the screen, please. I have something a little unique for you guys. You might have actually seen some of these sitting behind me over the Easter season, but I found a beautiful, this is a hand-blown glass lily. I have two of them, and this is one that I found the other day. So I'm bringing this to you. And it's an absolute beautiful, beautiful glass lily, and it is hand blown. It was cut right here. It was where I guess I don't even know if you would call this the ponto, but this is where it would have been blown from, and then cut, and then shaped into a lily. It's an absolutely beautiful glass lily. Yeah. And they did come in different colors. I have one in like a frosted pink, and it's absolutely beautiful. I did clean this one out really well. Had some schmutz on the inside because this is hollow all the way through because this is where they blew the where they actually blew the flour and then they cut it off right here. So this is a handmade piece. It's an absolute beautiful thing. So you can either put this in like a vase or a glass or whatever, like that, or you can just simply lay it on the table and it'll just lay just like that. And it's really, really pretty. It's let's see here. Oh, about 7 inches long. Yeah, and it opens to the side like that. Isn't that pretty? I absolutely love this thing. Really, really beautiful. And you can, like I said, you can find different colors. If I find any more, I'll definitely, bring them. But I have two of my own that I absolutely love and treasure. They're from someone very special to me. And yeah, and I found this extra one the other day,
Well,
and
looks
it's
like
absolutely beautiful.
Karen's
Yes, with some
interested.
fairy lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can put Tina. Yeah, you can put them in in your plants. Right. Oh, Karen's interested. Great. Thank you. Yeah. It is, Justine, very lovely. It's so pretty. I just love these hand blown flowers. I don't come across them very often, but I did, and it is pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Yeah, and it cleaned up really, really nice. Yeah. It's funny, I always say, people leave stuff on the shelf at like these thrift shops because they're so dirty and nasty and they just don't want to clean them. So they leave them there and they think, ugh. It's like, that's okay. I'll take them home. I'll clean them up and look at how nice. I mean, if you saw this, I should do before and after. I always say that, but I get home and I clean stuff right away and I don't think to take like a before and after pic. But this thing was nasty when I found it. It was covered in dirt. I think it even had cobwebs in it. It was gross, but look at how clean it got. It's really beautiful. All right, so we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Stunning simplicity stands on its own. You got that right, Deb. Yeah, very pretty. I love it. It's just sitting here right now on my table. It's just so pretty.
Okay. Looks like right at the very end, Jenny Mack came in for 17.
Jenny, my dear. Thank you, Jenny. And thank you, everybody who bid on that. I'll keep my eyes out for some more of those if you guys like those. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. I love those myself. I love those I like hand blown pieces. They're beautiful. It's, they're the artists that did those. All right, so I have a Janette Crackle goblet, guys. Chris, if you could do $10 on the screen. This is a Crackle goblet by Janette. Let me see if I can, hopefully it'll focus in so you guys can, there it is. So you guys can see the pattern on it. I'm going to hold it still and you can see the pattern. It looks like that by Cracky stuff, but it's not. So this is that Janette, it's that Janette Marigold, but it's the Crackle. So you can either use it as a goblet or as a vase. There's the base of it. It has that, it's almost like that carnival-ish kind of glass to it. There's the bottom of it. Nice and shiny. Very pretty, isn't it? I just love this. And yet, like I said, you can use it as a vase. You can use it as a goblet. Leave it in your bathroom and use it, like when you're, as a glass to, rinse your mouth after brushing your teeth. Some people do that, have a nice fancy glass. Why not? Live it up. So, very pretty. I just love that. Bring it out during the fall. You can put some candy in it. Make a nice small little fall arrangement in it. It's just a very pretty little goblet by Janette. So I didn't look it up, so I'm not exactly sure if it's age. I did not look it up. But very, very pretty indeed. Yep. And just one. That's all I found was just the one. So I figured I'd bring it in case someone was interested. Yeah, there's a perfect shot of it. Almost looks like brains, doesn't it?
The camera's being good tonight.
Yeah, the camera is being very cooperative. I'm very happy. Yes.
I think it's the lighting.
That's good. I think so too. Yeah.
Cool.
It is very, very pretty. I love it. It's a simple little goblet. I should measure it how tall it is.
It looks like Golden Girl's in for...
Oh, Florida Golden Girl's here. Hi, Florida Golden Girl. Oh, thank you so much. This is 4 3/4 inches tall. So almost 5 inches tall. It's a beautiful goblet. And there's that, look at that perfect image. Yes, the camera is definitely cooperating tonight so you guys can see that.
Yeah. Very good quality.
And it is. Janette was great. I like Janette Glass. Janette did great. And these lines that go, these are the mold marks. From the mold. All right. All right, so we're going to count it down. We have a bit, so we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Florida Golden Girl just posted a video on her channel. She went and saw the live sing-along with Frozen, and I love that movie too. Yep. I like the original, although no, we haven't seen the second one yet, Chris, have we? Have we seen the second Frozen movie yet?
We saw the holiday one. I don't think we saw the second one.
No, we didn't see the second one yet. Oh, and Florida Golden Girl got that one for $10. Thank you, Florida Golden Girl. FGG. All right, my dear. That's coming to you. All right. Okay, so let's see. Next up, guys, I have something of my own, and I'm selling it because I found a teapot that matches my grandmother's china behind me. So you guys saw my grandmother's china. Did I ever show you up close the pattern? You guys probably see it in my opening segments. I'll show you a piece so you guys can see like what the pattern is of my... Actually, I'll just show you the piece that I found. I think you guys will appreciate this. So I had a teapot, and I said, you know what? I came across this when I was in a flea market, and this is a flea. This isn't the one for sale, but this is my grandmother's pattern. It's made by Universal. It's called Ballerina, Moss Rose. And I came across this, and I said, oh, that's going to be my new teapot because it matches my grandma's set. So I just had to get that. So because I got that, I just put it back up here so I don't drop and break it. Sorry for the rear shot. All right. So because of that, thank you. All right. So because of that, I am going to part with my original teapot. Now this is made by Godinger and Company. If you guys are familiar with Godinger,
Starting.
this is, oh, I'm sorry, starting at 28. Godinger has been around for a very long time, and they are very well known for good quality stuff. I originally purchased this through Martha Stewart's catalog, Martha by Mail, many years ago. She used to feature a lot of really high quality items in her catalog. This is called the Cream Lace. It holds 4 cups. It is 5 3/4 inches high. And again, holds 4 cups, and it has that lace trim all the way around the sides. And it's a creamy color, a creamy lace color, and it's absolutely beautiful. I've always loved this picture, and I've used it for tea many times. You know, it makes a beautiful presentation. Very elegant. Godinger is good stuff if you're not familiar with Godinger. And there's the mark on the bottom. And it is an American company. I believe they originated in New York. And it's called Cream Lace. And it is porcelain. Very, very pretty. Isn't it? Thanks, Deb. Yes, it's very pretty. I love this. And I'm like, I got to part with it because I found one to match my grandma's. And it does have the little bit of a strainer inside. So if you do put your tea leaves in when you make your tea, uh, it will strain out some of them. Although when you are pouring tea with real tea leaves that you've steeped in your teapot, you should always pour your tea over a strainer, a tea strainer, before you pour it in as you're pouring it into the cup, just to get all the tea leaves out. Although a few tea leaves won't hurt you. But it does have that straining portion in here, which is nice, which I like. So, yeah, very, very pretty. All right, so we'll count this down if anybody's interested. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Okay, that one is a pass, Jeff.
Okay. No problem. All right, so next up, I have something really, really special, guys. Get ready for this. This is going to knock your socks off. All right. This is a early 1920s, circa 1924 maybe, electric toaster. Yep.
Starting.
Now, Chris, we're going to start this at $40.
Okay.
Because wait till you guys see the condition of it. Now, here's the original box that it came in.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I know. From 1924, guys. It's called the Turnzette toaster. So last night I spent as much time as I possibly could polishing this. Look at how incredibly shiny that is. I think I did a pretty good job, don't you think? This came out incredible. Now, it does have the old cord on it. I'll undo the little, I can rewind it back up later. I put a little twisty tie here just to keep the cord together. Now, if you guys know toasters, you know toasters. Now, this one here has the old silk cord on it. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's silk, but it's a fabric cord. And it has the old plug on it. Check out the plug itself. And I know a lot of you are probably saying, oh my God, don't plug that thing in. It'll blow up the house. It will not do that. Now, would you plug it in and then go outside and have a cup of coffee with your neighbor? No. You want to make sure that you're very careful. Plug it in and watch it closely. Now, this type of toaster has an on and off switch with it, has a toggle switch. Here's the toggle switch. So right now it's in the off position. On, off, on, off to turn it on and off. Now, I do have an old toaster I purchased from Scott many years ago, and I use it all the time, and I love that thing. But you have to watch your toast. You can't just, it's not an automatic. So in the 1920s, here's what you would do. Open it up. You put your piece of toast in here. Close it up. Same with the other side. Open it up. Put your toast in here. Close it up. Or your bread, I should say. Not your toast, your bread. And then you toast away. And you keep an eye on it. Maybe about a minute. I tried it. It took about a minute or so. Almost a minute and maybe a minute and a quarter for one side. Open it up, and then you got very carefully flip over the bread, close it up again, and then you toast the other side.
That polished
so that's
up
why
very,
they call it the, excuse me?
I said that polished up very, very well.
Thank you. So that's why they call it the Turnzette. So you Turnzette. Turns your toast. Now, what could you do with this top part? Well, some people would use this to keep the toast warm, or I wouldn't do this with this cup because it's melamine, but if this was a porcelain cup, there you go. While your toast is toasting, you keep your coffee nice and hot.
I was going to say,
that's the best part.
I was going to say you put your toast on top with some butter, and the butter can melt from the toast.
And the butter can melt. Sure. Yeah. You can do that too. So absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's what it was originally intended, but I primarily use it to keep my coffee hot, at least the one I have anyway. And it is marked Turnzette on it. So we can get a good close-up of the label itself.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There you go. That's nice.
Isn't this amazing?
You got a lot of interest in the chat with this one.
I mean, guys, this blew my mind when I was shown this. The only little bit of wear it has on one side, right down here at the bottom, just a little bit of wear right here. But it's almost like it was never even used. Look at that. Look at how clean it is. I mean, I could not believe my eyes. It's a beautiful toaster. Now, the little gasket here on the side tends to like to slide out, but you just push it back in. I took each one of these knobs off and scrubbed it, and they're all nice and clean. I don't know if they're Bakelite. They might be Bakelite. You're talking 1920s, so early 1920s. I would imagine that these are Bakelite, these little handles. And it has all the handles. So sometimes you find these toasters and they don't have the handles. Like I have, the one that I have is supposed to have two little handles on either side. And Scott and I are still trying to locate those if we can find them. We're trying to locate a model similar to mine so we can take just the handles off. So he's keeping an eye out for me for that. But this one is in just impeccable shape. And you get the box, guys. You can put the box on display. Oh, I mean, I was just flabbergasted when I saw this. Yep. So we will count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Absolutely incredible. And the fact that it works just blows my mind. It's going to go back in its original 1924 box. And guess what? I went online, I was just doing some poking around. I found an ad from the Saturday Evening Post featuring this toaster in 1924. How cool is that? So whoever wins it, I'll forward you the link to that or a picture of that.
Yeah, give me a second, Jeff. There's
Yep, you do your whatever you're
lot
doing.
of back and forth in that piece. All right,
I'm glad you guys like it. I knew you guys would love this. It is absolutely spectacular. I just love old toasters, but you gotta watch it, and I claim no responsibilities for any damages due to this beautiful toaster. Just remember, when you plug it in first, then turn it on and watch it. Don't walk away.
So we got Florida Golden Girl for 156, 156.
Okay.
And
All
thank
right,
you everyone
Florida
for
Golden Girl.
for the bidding of those.
Thank you everybody for that. I knew you guys would love that. Thank you, Florida Golden Girl. You are going to be blown away by that. Thank you
Ah,
so much.
she
It is
said this is her
really,
second one.
really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Aren't they amazing? And it's just, of course, like I told Chris, I like to put my coffee on the top, and it does keep your coffee hot.
Yep.
That's what I do. Yep. Yep. Thank you very, very much, Florida Golden Girl. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you're gonna love this one. It's phenomenal, and I'll email you the picture from the Saturday Evening Post. You won't believe it. I was like blown away by that. I just loved it. Can you tell how much I love that thing? Oh, it's so cool. All right, guys. Moving right along, Chris. $20 on the screen. This is where is it? Right here. Okay.
I don't know.
So, thanks to our fabulous EAPG database, I was able to identify what this gorgeous bowl is. And I'm not kidding you, it took me a while to figure this out. I've had this bowl now for a couple of months, actually, and I'm finally bringing it to you. This is called the Roseware Bowl, also known as the Labelle Rose. And yes, it glows. Look at this. There is not a damaged bit to any of it. None of those little teeth have any damage at all, and each one of those flowers are a rose. Is this not gorgeous? This is made by Lancaster Glass in Ohio. They were in operation from 1908 to 1937, and this pattern was introduced in 1910, and it's known as the Labelle Rose. And believe it or not, according to the EAPG website, there was actually a picture of it there. You guys know what Goofus Glass is, thanks to last week's show, right? I told you about Goofus Glass. This was actually made into Goofus Glass as well, where the roses were red and the inside was gold. And they also made it in clear, and this is the clear version. This is not Goofus Glass, obviously. So it's absolutely spectacular. Such a beautiful bowl. And yes, it does glow. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. Oh, you can see it there a little bit. Maybe if I pull it back a little bit. I never know how to do it to show you guys with this new lighting I have here. But it definitely does glow. Oh, you can see it there. There you go. Yeah. See the glow? So this entire thing glows. I went into my hallway going down to the basement because it's very dark there, and boy, does this thing glow like crazy. Glows like crazy. It's beautiful. And there's a rose right in the center too. Very pretty. Isn't it stunning? I was so blown away by this. Made by Lancaster Glass in Lancaster, Ohio. Yep, from 1910. It was introduced in 1910. So it looks like we have some interest, possibly. Hey, Dee, how are you, honey? And we got the sisters in here. Hello, sisters. Sweet Heather. Shane's probably gardening. Is she gardening outside in the dark? Shane's out in the dark. She's outside in the dark gardening with her new lights. And I love those lights, by the way, Heather. Tell Shane that was brilliant. Putting those shades on top of the lights. I'm not sure which one of you came up with that idea, but it's brilliant. And I'm totally doing that. I got to find some nice shades. Yep. It is Dreamboat Annie. Isn't it beautiful? It is spectacular. Absolutely gorgeous. These roses are beautiful. And again, guys, no damage at all. So we will count this down because I got a lot to get to. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, I should measure this. Did I measure it? I'm sorry. Some of you guys may be interested. How big is it? How big is it? How is it? It's 9, just under 9.5 inches wide. And it stands about 3 inches tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. That's all, Shane. She went to bed. You're going to be going to bed soon too. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I had to start late tonight because I had to work. So, and I'm sure you guys have to go to work early in the morning. So, sorry about starting so late tonight, guys. I'm
So we got
competing too with poor Katie. Huh?
We got Terry Trahan for 42.
Terry, all right, buddy. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Thank you. You are going to love that. It is gorgeous. Thank you so much. Terry Trahan. All right, bud. Anybody get your goodies from everybody get their goodies yet from last week that I shipped to you? Hopefully everything got to you guys by this point, I would hope. All right, guys, something a little bit different. And I know some of you were really excited about this, that I was bringing this to you guys tonight. Chris, $25 on the screen, and guys, you guys are going to get a lot of the stuff. I gotta reach down the floor and grab it. Hold on. There's 8 of each. Okay. Melamine. That's why I just slammed on the table, because you can do that with melamine, right? So spring and summer are here. We're going to be eating outside. We don't want things to break. So here's some melamine, or Melmac as they used to call it. So this is made by Valley Melmac from Chicago, made in USA. Here's the back print on one of the bowls. If I can kind of hold it right so you guys can see that. That coming out okay, Chris? You see that? Oh, there it is. Valley Melmac. So this is the same company that made all of this. So there's 8. You get 8 bowls. They're all pink, like a light pink. So you get 8 bowls. And no utensil marks in these at all, guys. No utensil marks. I looked at each one, and these are notorious for utensil marks, especially if you're using real utensils on Melmac or melamine. You know how they scratch. Well, these are in really impeccable shape. Now, I wish I got the cups and saucers to go with them for you, but unfortunately, I was told the person that got there before I did took all the cups and saucers, but left all this. I was so upset. I would have loved to have had those for you too. But unfortunately, now here's the plate. These are the like dessert plates or bread and butter plates. They have a rose on them. It's like a rose theme here tonight. So there's the roses. You get 8 of those. They're really, really beautiful. And again, they're nice and shiny. No utensil marks. I would try to get a nice set of like plastic. I don't even know if did they make a Melmac, like a plastic like utensil? But I wouldn't use anything metal on these because it would just cut them all up. Now here's the dinner plates. You get 8 of these.
And Jeff, just to confirm, this is considered plastic, correct?
Yes, like plastic. Melmac, melamine is like plastic.
Okay.
Yeah, and they still make melamine nowadays. Yep, so this would be like plastic. And these are probably from, I would think, either the 60s, 70s maybe, possibly the 50s too. I'm not sure. I know 50s golden gray and pink were very popular in the 60s or the 50s, excuse me. So, but I didn't do any research of the Sun Valley, so I'm not exactly sure. But you guys can possibly check and see. Sun Valley Melmac, Chicago. Yep. Really beautiful. I washed each one of these plates. Everything is all nice and clean for you.
No dishwasher.
No dishwasher. Oh my gosh, guys. No dishwashers. No. Hand wash only. Yep. I hand washed each one of these. No dishwashers. Oh my goodness. And of course the pink matches the bowls. The pink of the roses match the bowls. So look at that. You can just kind of do that. You know, you have a whole little ensemble right there. You know, ice cream. Got little kids, grandkids coming over. You know, nieces and nephews, whatever. You're eating out in the back patio. You don't have to worry if one of them falls in the ground. It's not going to break because it's plastic, essentially. Melmac, melamine. They called it different things. So,
You want to count
they
that down,
called theirs
Jeff?
Melmac. Reminds me of Alf. You guys remember Alf? He was from Melmac. Yeah, we can count these down. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Beautiful Melmac. You don't see this very often. That's what we had in school when I was in elementary school. And when I was in elementary school, our color was right here. Light green, mint green. I'm drinking out of a Melmac cup.
All right, those are going to be a pass, Jeff.
Okay. I thought I know 2 people messaged me and they were excited about the Melmac. Okay. Well, if anybody's watching this after the fact and they see that this hasn't sold, reach out to me. All right. So next up, I have another DVD. One of my favorite movies, guys. If you have not seen this movie, it is Audrey Hepburn, in my opinion, one of Audrey Hepburn's most incredible masterpieces. $5, Chris, on the screen. Audrey Hepburn in The Nun Story. Has anybody seen this movie? It is unbelievable. It's her story becoming a nun. And it was the most beautiful movie. I actually own it, and I found another copy of it. And see, Elisa just said a wonderful movie. It is. It is a phenomenal. If you don't own this movie, let me tell you, great movie. Absolutely beautiful. It gives you the whole background on how women become nuns, what they go through as a nun. And it's just a spectacular movie. And Audrey Hepburn does a beautiful job portraying Sister Luke. And that is her given name when she becomes a nun, is Sister Luke. And she is just amazing in this movie. Highly recommend it. It is, yeah, it is accurate, Elisa. Yep, I actually did too. That's funny. She said she spoke to some real nuns, and it's pretty accurate, and it is. Yep, absolutely is. Yes. Never gonna see this on Netflix. No. Nope. Really nice movie. Yep, and there it is. And the cool thing about this, guys, I found a bunch of movies that I'm going to be bringing to you. Hopefully, you'll be interested. We'll see. We'll find out. This movie, and I don't like giving out people's names, but I'm not sure if the gentleman passed away or not. But this was a reverend. He must have been a priest. And this was owned by this particular reverend, and he was at the College del. I'm gonna really hammer this one because I'm not Italian. Penetrazieri Vaticani. So I'm assuming at the Vatican in Italy. Palazzo di Tribunale in Vatican City, Europe. So that's who owned this. And I found a whole collection of these types of movies, a lot of the Catholic movies that were owned by this gentleman. So I just thought that was so cool. And I was going to take the sticker off. And then I said, you know what? I better leave this on here because somebody that actually may be special to somebody. And knowing that this was owned by somebody who may have even blessed, all of his property and all of his things. I mean, who knows? I know a lot of them, treasure their, things. They usually, a lot of them don't really have like, property. They usually give up their worldly possessions to become priests and nuns. But he must have had this in his library along with some other things that I purchased. And yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool. So if anybody's interested. All right, 1959, I believe it was. I can't see on here, of course. I'm not seeing it, but it could be 1959. 1958. It says 1958, so around that time. Yep.
All right,
All
you
right,
want to
so we'll
count it
count
down?
this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oh, Colleen Dewhurst, she was wonderful. I remember her in Anne of Green Gables. That's another one of my favorite movies. Anne of Green Gables.
All right, it's a pass, Jeff.
Okay. Great. Next up, guys, I have. Oh my goodness. Okay, here it is. Is this the thing? No, wait a minute. I got to think about this. No, where the heck? I'm trying to think of what. Oh, this is, or is it that one? Hold on. Where the heck is this one? I have stuff all over the place here, guys. Hold. Oh, here we go. That's what it is. All right. So some pink depression glass, guys. Chris, $15 on the screen. So this is some pink depression glass. It's a cream and sugar. Now this is made by, can you guess who? Does anybody know? Not something you hear every day. This is made by Liberty Works. Liberty Works was a factory in Egg Harbor, New Jersey. Now, they were not in business very long, and they actually, I believe they had I think it was this company that had a fire right before the Depression, the Great Depression, and they went out of business, and they never rebuilt. But this pattern is called Egg Harbor, and that's where it was made in Egg Harbor, New Jersey, and it's a pink color, as you can see. It almost looks orange on the screen, but it's that light pink. Now, only the I think it was, is it the cream or the sugar? I put a note. Yeah, the sugar. There's a tiny little flea bite, very small on the bottom. Yeah, you can barely even see it. Let's see if it'll focus. And it's right there. It's so tiny. Yeah, it's not going to focus very well, but it is right there. And when it's flat on the table like that, you don't even see it. It's because it's actually underneath the lip. Because the top part of it is perfect. It's just that little tiny chip underneath it, next to the little bubble from manufacturing. But it's a beautiful set. And it's very deco looking too, with these little points. Absolutely love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Aren't these pretty? I know, aren't they pretty, Melody? Oh my gosh. We never saw these. Yep. They are stunning. Heather, have you ever heard of Egg Harbor? Have you ever been down to Egg Harbor, New Jersey? I didn't even know there was such a place. I was like, what the heck is Egg Harbor, New Jersey? And then I checked it out, and it's Liberty Works. So neat. So pretty. Very deco, like I said. And no chips on any of these little ruffles on the top. Almost look like waves. Very, very pretty. Liberty Works.
Someone's
So we're going to
asking
count.
if they're. Hold on, Jeff. Someone's
Huh?
asking if they're marked.
These are not marked. No, there's no markings on them whatsoever. That's why I had to do some research myself to find out what the heck are these. At first, I thought, oh, these might be Hazel Atlas. I knew they weren't Anchor Hocking, but I'm like, they're either Hazel Atlas or like one of those types of companies. But nope, Liberty Works,
Okay.
which I've never even heard of before. So they are not marked. And of course, the sugar does not have a lid because of the decoration on the top. It's an open sugar. So, but it is a beautiful, beautiful pattern. Egg Harbor, South Jersey, not too far from the shore. Yeah, down the shore where Scott just was, down the shore. So we'll count these down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yep, right near down the shore. Scott took some great video down the shore. Grace Kelly's house and everything. Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh. So neat.
Okay. So that's going to Jenny Mac for 17, 1-7.
Jenny Mac. All right, thank you, Jenny.
And then
All
before you
right,
go
my
on to
dear. Thank
before you
you,
go on
everybody who bid on that. Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead, Chris.
before you go on to the next item, can you go back to the DVD? Carol would like to bid on the DVD.
Okay, we can go back to the DVD and we will count it down starting at $5 for the Nun story.
Yep. Hold on
5.
1 second. Hold on.
Okay,
I gotta
let me know when you
clear
get
it.
in there.
Yep. All right. Starting at 5. All right, Carol. If you could just put the 5 in, that'd be great, and we'll count it down.
All
Okay.
right,
Go ahead, Jeff.
we will count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There's the back of it too. So beautiful. 2, 1, and stop. She made a beautiful nun. She really did. She was gorgeous. Love that movie. I don't know how many times I've seen it.
All right. That is going to Carol for 5.
All right, Carol Verbeers. Thank you so much. You're going to love that. Have you seen it before, Carol?
All right. Cool.
If you
Thank you
haven't
for.
seen it, you're going to love this.
She has
Absolutely
not.
spectacular. You have not, Carol, you're in for a treat. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. Yeah, and nobody tell her anything about the ending, please. Okay.
All right. Sorry about
All
that
right.
little backtrack, but wanted to make sure
No,
we got
that's
that out of
fine.
the
I
way.
appreciate that, Carol. Thank you so much. No, guys, if you guys come in late and you rewind and you see something that passed, just give a holler and I'll jump back. It's no problem at all. All right. Okay. Next up, guys, I have something really special. I love this set. Wait till you see this set. So, Chris, $16 on the screen, please. I have this adorable little breakfast set. This is made in Japan. So you get this beautiful little pitcher and it has oranges on it. Look at the oranges. These great. Look at that. And it has like a basket weave kind of a pattern to it. Yeah. The other side only has one orange. And the handle has almost like that bamboo, almost like a bamboo handle. There's the inside. Nice and clean. Got it nice and clean for you. Put your orange juice in there in the morning. And then it comes with its matching cups. So each cup, and they are marked on the bottom, made in Japan. Doesn't want to focus. There it is. Made in Japan underneath. And the little cups match. You get 4 of these. Now 3 of them are absolutely perfect. And then the 4th one, so there's 3 of them that are absolutely perfect. And at first, I almost left this one behind because I said, oh, it's chipped. Then I looked at it and I said, no, you know what? They did that in the factory. Because if you look at it really close, it does have a little bit of a nick there. So it must have gotten nicked as the, I don't know, I guess the clay or porcelain or whatever they're using or ceramic was drying. It got nicked and they glazed right over that because that's not a chip. It's glazed. I can feel it with my nail. It's nice and smooth. So I almost left this one behind thinking that it was chipped, but it's not. It was actually done in the factory and glazed right over. And it's so cute. And of course, these things were sold at, like I said, Woolworths or, you know, J.J. Newberry's, that sort of thing, at your local 5 and dime. The only one there's only one cup that doesn't have a made in Japan sticker on it, but I'm sure that's not a big deal for most people. So you got all 4 of these beautiful cups, and you get the pitcher for $16 start. I'm not sure if we have any bids on this yet. Beautiful little set.
We do not.
Probably from the 40s or 50s. All right, so we're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. It's a cute little set. Hold on. Somebody's saying hold on.
Yeah, Elsbeth is saying, I'm calling for my husband. Are we
okay?
Okay.
You can always just jump back in, Elizabeth, and let me know if you want me to go back to it. I can go back to it.
No one bought it.
Huh?
I was answering her question. No one bought it.
Yeah, nobody bought it. So the is she talking about the pitcher set?
Yes.
The set? Yeah, no, nobody bought it. So let me know if you're interested. It was a $16 start. If you're interested, you can just put $16 in the chat, and I can do another countdown for you. So let me know.
Second, Jeff.
Sure.
Okay. Let's move on, and she'll come back to us.
She's going to call her husband. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. There's no rush, no hurry. No, we're not on any time constraints. No worry. Don't worry about it. Okay, so next item up, guys, here's a record. I know you guys like your records, and guess who? Again, he's back. John Denver. Chris, if I could have $8 on the screen, please. This is John Denver's album called Wind Song. And it opens up. There he is riding his horse on the beach with his bandana on. Songs on it are Wind Song, Cowboy's Delight, Spirit, Looking for Space, Ships in Cheyenne, Late Night Radio, Love is Everywhere, Two Shots, I'm Sorry, Fly Away, Calypso, and Song of Wyoming. There are all the songs. And it's a 1 record, 2-sided, LP. John Denver.
Looks like Amy's interested.
And there's a little, it looks like this horsey is right behind him. Isn't that his horse? I think it's a horse. Yep, his horse right behind him. And there it is. All right. Yes, he was fantastic, wasn't he? Oh, Annie's song, I know. Annie's song is his most famous song. Hear it all the time on, was it Yacht Rock Radio that we listen to, Chris?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll count this down then. It looks like we have a bit in there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good old John Denver. He was a great guy. While Chris is looking that up, incidentally, I'm drinking out of melamine that was made probably a half an hour from my house in Florence, Massachusetts. This melamine. How cool is that? And it's called Prolon. The Prolon company. Isn't that cool? It's a light green. I love it. Wish I could find more of it.
Okay, we have Nancy for 20 because she outbid herself.
Nancy for 20?
Yep.
Okay. You already have it. Okay, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. And thank you, everybody who bid on that. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah,
I'll keep my eye out for some more. I'm gonna keep my eye out for some more John Denver, because I know you guys love John Denver. He's fantastic. How many albums did he do anyway? I wonder how many albums he did. Of course, you have to consider like the live albums like I had last week.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I have to look that up. All right. I have another record coming up. It's not Eminem. Sorry, Bill. But we do have Carole King. You guys familiar with Carole King? Now, her most famous album is Tapestry. Chris, $8 on the screen for Carole.
Starting at 8. Okay.
Well, you guys must be familiar with Carole King's album. One of her, this is her absolute top most famous album. And there she is on the cover with her kitty. There's the inside of it, Tapestry. And is that just pictures of her singing, I think? Yeah, just her and her band singing. Carole King Tapestry. And this was, let's see, what year was this one? Oh, I didn't. Oh, and by the way, I think that last album of John Denver, I think that was 1975, if I'm not mistaken. 1975. And this one here, I can't remember when this album came out. If anybody knows, feel free to jump in and throw it in here. I'm guessing from the 70s, and I just can't, I don't see a date on here. Usually they date these, and I cannot see a date.
Looks like Terry is in.
You guys might be familiar. Carole King is just, oh, she was just fabulous. This is such a great album, as you guys know. And what's great is the lyrics for each of the songs are right on the back of the album, so you can sing right along with her. Yep. I feel the earth move under my feet. So that's on here. So far away. It's too late. Home again. Beautiful. Way over yonder. You've got a friend. Where you lead. Will you love me tomorrow? Smackwater Jack. Tapestry. And you make me feel like a natural woman. So there you go. All the famous songs that you normally hear on the radio from Carole King right here. Yep. And the album is in phenomenal shape. I looked at it, and it's in its own original sleeve that has some ads of other Roberta Flack. Oh boy, remember her? Yep. And it does have a sticker on the front, Babylous Records from Gainesville, Florida. Northwest First Avenue, Gainesville, Florida. That's where that was from. All right, so we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yeah, it's great. So many people are going back to their albums from their youth, Joan. I know, and I'm doing the same, especially with all my holiday Christmas albums when I was a little boy. Yep. But this was very famous for a lot of people. I was psyched to find that.
It's like Nancy again. She likes her records.
All right, Nancy, you're a record fan like I am. Oh, Terry, you came in just a little too late. Sorry about that. Thank you, everybody who bid. And Terry, I'll keep an eye out for another one for you, bud. Thank you, Nancy, so much. All right. That one is coming to you. So you got John Denver and Carole King will be coming to your house soon. So get the house ready. Congratulations. All righty. So next up. La 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 la. All right. Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. I think I wrote them all down. Because I was just looking at my records. I'm like, I have 3 more records, guys. And I know some of you asked for show tunes. Some of you asked for Broadway. Well, guess what I brought you? That's what's coming up. All right, guys. This is amazing. Did you guys see my little short that I did about this? Wow. Check this EAPG out. How amazing is that? Almost looks like a chalice, doesn't it? Chris, $28 on the screen. And this was made, guys, are you ready? Introduced in 1885. I checked this out on the EAPG website. Let me pull it a little bit closer so you can see it. I checked it on the EAPG website. This is absolutely flawless. It has no chips, cracks, dings, nicks, or anything. Not even on any of these little facets that going around the edge. And some of these facets here, these are gold, like a gold color, like a yellow. So they actually colored the glass a little bit. And it is absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. And I think it did originally come with a lid, but it was also featured without a lid. So you can use it either or. So you can even use it as a riser if you want. Flip it the other way. Use it as a riser for something. But it is absolutely spectacular. And yes, of course, it glows. It's kind of hard to see with this lighting, but it does glow. It does there you go. You can see the glow there. So yeah.
Hey Jeff, I need to step away really quick for Toby, okay?
Sure, go right ahead. I'll just keep talking here for a little bit. So it does glow, guys. So to give you a little bit of info about this. This is made by Dalzell, Brost, and Gilmore Glass. They were in business from only 1883 to 1888. 5 years. So within that 5-year period, they made this beautiful piece. And I've never heard of them before. Dalzell Brost and Gilmore Glass. And this pattern here was introduced in 1885. So at the most, this pattern probably would have been only made for 3 years. So, and it's called 6-panel fine cut. Now, when I look at it, I see a lot more than just 6 panels. So I don't know where they're getting 6-panel fine cut from this. But when I saw this, I literally just talk about detached retina. I was just like, wow. I could not believe it. Has a few little straw marks on the inside from manufacturing. But to have a piece like this, if you'd never heard of this company before and you collect EAPG, this is a very unique piece to have because this particular company, like I said, was only in business for that short period of time. And it was only introduced from, let's see, 1883 to 1888, and this was introduced in 1885. So, very short run for this company. Really, really beautiful. Absolutely incredible. No damage to it at all. Has a few little minor scratches on the inside, which I did try to rub out with some of the barkeepers, but I can work at it a little bit more. There's still a little bit more that I could probably do, and I can get it shinier for you. But it is a beautiful, beautiful piece. Like an identification card? Oh, you mean sent to send with it? Oh, absolutely, I would. I try to do that when I can. Sometimes I'll just leave, like I actually wrote it on the back of, when I researched it, I wrote it on the back of a receipt. As a matter of fact, Jenny, I think this is the receipt from the package I sent to you. I think this is the receipt from your package, and it was in my car, and I wrote it because I wanted to research it right away, and I wrote it right on the back of that. So there it is. Introduced in 1885, 6-panel fine cut. And that's what I wrote in my notes in front of me. So, all right. So we will count this down. I don't know if Chris is back yet or not.
I am. I'm all set.
You okay? Is Toby all right?
Yep. It was just raining out, that's all.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Very cool piece.
Okay. Looks
Liberty
like
Glass burned down in 1932.
All right. Florida Golden Girl came in first. Sorry, Jenny Mac, $28.
Okay. All right. So that's going to Florida Golden Girl. Okay. Thank you very much, Florida Golden Girl.
Yeah, it literally came in at the same exact time.
Oh my God! Did you do a double refresh?
I did. I did.
All right. I'll even do one too, just to make sure.
I did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jenny. Oh my gosh, like a hair before. Yep. Thank you very much, Florida Golden Girl. I appreciate that. All right. I'll send along the info on that for you so you have it. All right, another record, guys. $8, Chris, on the screen.
Okay.
And if there's anybody here that likes musicals, somebody said, look for musicals. Well, I found a musical for you. Here you go. Chicago. Everybody knows the musical Chicago. And all these albums I keep finding, they all open up. How cool is that? Look at that. There it is. Yep. And this was, let's see here. Yep. This one actually featured Jerry Orbach. You guys know who Jerry Orbach was? If you watch, is it Law and Order? Yeah, Law and Order, I think he was in, right? Jerry Orbach? Yeah, pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Florida Golden Girl. Yeah. So here's the Chicago album. Now this one does not come with its original sleeve, so I'll give you guys a sleeve. But I looked at it and it is in really good condition. There is no scratches to the record at all. It's in very, very good shape, nice and clean. So if you guys are Chicago fans, Overture, All That Jazz, Funny Honey, Cell Block Tango, When You're Good to Mama. Chris, didn't we see this when we were on a cruise? Chicago, didn't we see it when we were on a cruise? Could have sworn we did.
We did.
Late 1920s.
We did, and I didn't care for it, if you remember correctly.
Yeah. Chris is not a big fan of musicals, but I like musicals.
Very few. Very few.
Yeah. I like this. I like musicals. It's musical vaudeville, so it's set in the 1920s. So it's fabulous. Yeah, Jerry Orbach. Yep. Yep. So here it is. So if anybody wants a nice show tune album, here it is. Oh, you saw it on a cruise, Florida Golden Girl? Yeah. See, I thought that's where we saw it, Chris. Yeah, we saw it on a cruise too.
Yep.
Amy's saying, "Oh, Chris."
No.
All right, we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I'm so glad you guys love these albums. That really makes me happy.
That we saw that on, yes, we saw it on the same exact ship, Florida Golden Girl.
Oh my gosh, was that the Allure that when we had that that's the big ship, right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, how funny is that?
Mhm.
Wouldn't it be funny if you and your sidekick were on the same ship at the same time as we were and we didn't even know? That
And
would have
that's a
been hilarious. I
and
don't
that's
even
a
remember how
pass.
that was so long ago. Oh my gosh. Yep. What year? I don't remember what year we were on the cruise. I don't even remember. I can't even remember what year that was, Chris. Chris is good with years and stuff. Me, again, like I always say, my mind is a sieve. So I'm not really sure. 2010, 2011. That actually sounds about right, Chris.
No, I think it was like 12, because that's,
2012?
yeah. Hold on. I just need to look up the
Hmm.
conference that I was at.
Oh, okay. All right, so that was a pass on the Chicago album. If anybody wants this and sees this after the fact, feel free to reach out to me.
Mm-hmm. 2012.
2012.
Yep.
Okay, so we were on it right after you. You kept the seats warm for us.
All right. What's next, Jeff?
Okay, so next up, I have $25 on the screen, Chris.
Okay.
Guys, these are in flawless condition, and I found these in a box. Now, the box is marked differently than what was in it. So when I unwrapped everything and I really looked at it, I said, this is not oak leaf, and this is not made by the Federal Glass Company. So I think somebody had just put it in the box. So this is the box that it came in. Okay. And it says Federal Glass. I'm trying to hold this. Let me put this down first before I break it.
Yes.
And
No accidents.
these were the boxes the Federal Glass would have come in. Columbus, Ohio. Isn't that cool? I just love the ephemera, the old boxes and stuff. I love that. But notice how it says oak leaf on. Oh, yeah, notice how it says oak leaf on it. This is not the oak leaf pattern. This is something different. So somebody must have put this in that box after I did a little research. So I do not know. This is maker unknown. I have no idea who made this, but it is beautiful. So check this out, guys. This is a pitcher and 4 glasses. So here's the pitcher. It does have a nice ice lip to the top of it. Look at that. How elegant is that? I just love how they made that. The handle is like almost like a very light olive green. It almost looks gray, but it's olive green. And it has these beautiful cuttings here on the side of the pitcher. Some flowers and like some ferns. Really pretty. And it was hand blown. You can see the polished pontil on the bottom. Let's see if I can get a better. Yeah, there's the pontil. See that? So there it is, hand blown, beautiful, and applied handle. Really, really gorgeous. When I saw this, I could not believe my eyes. I said, I have got to bring this to these guys because I think they will love this as much as I do. And it's a beautiful set. So you get that, and then there's 4 glasses. Now the glasses match the pitcher, and they have that beautiful green base to it. They have this thick portion here of just solid glass, and then it has that etched portion here that you fill it up. So the only thing I could find is one listing. It was actually somebody has one listed, I think on Etsy, if I'm not mistaken. I could not find this anywhere. I looked through some of my books that have like pictures and glassware in it. I could not find this anywhere. If anybody knows the maker of this, I thought maybe it was a Libby company. It's not Libby. I looked it up. It's not Libby. So I'm not really sure. So maker unknown on this, but the glasses are 3 ounces. And the pitcher itself is a 40-ounce pitcher. It stands 9.5 inches tall, and each glass is 3.5 inches tall, and it matches. So if you have a nice little, cocktail that you make, or a nice cosmopolitan that you make during the summer, and you have company over, and you have 4 people over, there's a set of 4 glasses that go with it. And it's a beautiful set. The etching on it is just spectacular. Actually, the cuttings, I should say, because it's hand cut. So each glass was hand cut. Can't find this good stuff anymore, I'm telling you.
So it's the pitcher and 4 glasses, Jeff, to confirm?
The pitcher and the 4 glasses. It's a whole set for $25. Yep, the entire set. These were all hand done. You can tell by the cuttings, too. If you look at one of the flowers here, you can see the little, like these little leaves underneath. You can see how they're different here. That's one way to tell whether something is hand cut, because it's completely different. See how one is a little bit different than the other?
Little variation.
That's how you know it was hand done. See that? Yep. So these were hand cut by one person just standing at a wheel cutting away.
Can you show the picture again, please?
The picture, absolutely.
Yep.
So here's the picture. It's hand blown. It has the pontil on the bottom. And there's the etching along the side. Again, hand etch or hand cut. I keep saying etching, but what I mean is cut. It's hand cut. And it's absolutely beautiful. And this is like an olive green handle. And here's the top, the pour spout, with that beautiful ice lip to hold the ice back as you're pouring. Look at how beautifully shaped that is.
Thank you, Amy.
Isn't that
Amy's
stunning?
in.
It is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. Really pretty.
You want to count it down, Jeff? I just keep being mindful of time.
Yep, that's fine. Yep, so we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. It's a really beautiful set.
Okay. I know you said you had a lot of pieces, Jeff, so.
Not a ton more.
Okay.
I'm doing okay. Actually, let me look here. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I don't have a ton more.
All right. That's going to...
It's the records that, take up.
Amy Whitmore for 25.
Okay, Amy, thank you so very, very much. That is gorgeous. You're going to love that.
Oh, she's going to have pomegranate margaritas at her house.
Nice. I'm coming over.
Sounds great. That was Dad's favorite drink.
Yes, Dad loved those. Yes, he did. Yep. All right, another record, guys. This one is interesting. Bill Aubin, I don't know if you're still here, if you went to bed, or if you fell asleep in your Barca lounge. But this is very cool. This record is When Radio Was King. Now, it's very unusual. When I took it out, I said, whoa, this record is thin. And it is very, very thin. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry, $10.
Thank you.
Very, very thin. Now, if you notice, it's Reader's Digest. The record is so thin. Look at it, flexes. And what's cool about this is this record has on it, are you ready for this? The Hindenburg disaster. Now, these are all actual broadcasts on the radio. The Hindenburg disaster. Voices of Charles Lindbergh, Will Rogers, Fiorello LaGuardia, New York's mayor, Walter Winchell. See, there's also the Pearl Harbor Bulletin from FDR, the Day of Infamy speech. It's on here.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, that's what they used to when they used the radio broadcast. Remember, they would cut in and they would make that sound beep 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 beep.
Oh, okay. Well, it works because you just cut into me. All
That
right. I thought you were trying to get my attention. Well, you definitely did. Um, Also on here is Truman's announcement of A-bomb attack on Hiroshima. You've got the opening session of the United Nations Conference, Howard Hughes's flight around the world, Babe Ruth's farewell to baseball, Bobby Thompson's home run, and then on side 2 you have entertainment. You've got the Lone Ranger. These were all radio programs, guys, by the way. Gangbusters, the one that my mom used to always kid me about, The Shadow. I'd say, who knows? My mom would say, The Shadow knows. And
What's
I
the
was
date on
like,
the
oh,
album, Jeff?
okay. This was 1972. It was recorded onto album. 1972, Reader's Digest. And let's see, Sherlock Holmes, The Burns and Allen Show, The Goldbergs, Fibber McGee and Molly. I remember my grandmother saying that. Oh, here's Fibber McGee and Molly. Portia Faces Life. And the last is You Bet Your Life.
Wow.
Oh,
I can just
yeah.
hear the crackling of the radio station with
Oh my goodness
some of those
gracious. And I
broadcasts.
did not have a chance to listen to this. But when I saw this, I knew this was something special to have and keep in your collection.
That
That
would
is
re-
so cool.
that would remind me of like the original War of the Worlds broadcast. Same exact
Yes,
kind of
exactly.
style. Yep.
Yes, it's exactly it. Yep. But I mean, to have, the Pearl Harbor Bulletin, the Day of Infamy
Yeah.
speech on here, December 7th, 1941 at 7:50 a.m.
Yep.
That was the year my mom was born, 1941. Yep. She probably
Lots
doesn't
of
remember. She was
interest.
there, but she probably didn't remember that, did you, Mo? Yep. So the radio was there when it happened. There it is, when radio was king. Very cool. Yep.
Want to count it down, Jeff?
I will count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Hey, Margot, how are you, sweetheart? That's Margot, Vintage Peep Show a Go-Go. She's saying hi to you, Chris.
I couldn't remember the name and I was watching the chat.
Yep,
Sorry.
Margot. Yep. That's my sweet Margot Rooners.
Okay.
My sweet Margot. Hey, Margot, did you see? Look, Margot. Look, a nun. Look, Margot. She loves nuns like I do. She collects them like I do.
Okay. We've got Nancy again for 32.
Nancy for 32. Okay, Nancy. Yeah. Boy, you love your records like I do, girl. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody who bid on that. That is one special album. Again, guys, I'm so glad you like records. I will keep my eyes open for records. Thank you so much, Nancy. Got some real treasures here. Real treasures. All right, Chris, can I have first I have to figure out what this is. Oh, okay. Yeah, $10 on the screen, Chris. Guys, check this out. You ready for this? Look at that. I was up last night. I got 3 Imperial Glass books. Okay? 3 of them. There's volume 1, 2, and 3. I cannot identify this at all, but this is Imperial Glass because it is marked on the inside. You can see the IG in the bottom. See the I and the G goes through it. That's Imperial Glass. It's in really, really perfect shape. It's iridescent, like a purple iridescence with almost like a gold sheen to it. And it is in perfect condition, no chips, cracks, damage to this whatsoever. They started using this particular imprint on the bottom of their glass in 1951. and it lasted until 1972 when they changed the imprint. So this bowl could have been made anywhere from 1951 all the way to 1972. I have no idea the name of it. I looked through 3 books last night of Imperial Glass, and I could not find this pattern. So if anybody knows what it is, please tell me what it is. I'm telling you, I went to bed last night so upset trying to figure out what this was, and I could not figure it out. But anyway, it is absolute. Regardless, it's gorgeous.
It almost looks like it has like an English or like European influence to it.
Yeah, could be. Almost like a king's crown kind of look to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Really,
Or,
it's just really, really spectacular. It is beautiful, and it catches the light beautifully.
yeah, it's
Has the
very
blues
ornate.
in it and the gold. Isn't it gorgeous?
Mm.
Absolutely stunning. Yeah. So I again, unknown pattern. I have no idea. It's 8 inches across. And again, I do not know who, or rather, I do not know what, rather, the name of the pattern is. I have no clue. But it is a beautiful Imperial Glass. Maybe somebody out there knows the name of the pattern. If you do, please tell me. 3 books. They're still sitting over near my Barca lounger. I was looking at them last night. That's what I was doing before I went to bed last night. Because it's stunning. It's really beautiful. Look at the colors. It's like gold with that blue in the background. I mean, it is beautiful.
Well, whatever it is, people are very much interested in this piece. There's a
I
lot
am
of
very
bids.
glad, guys. This is,
Very
yes, it's
unique.
very royal. Yep.
And
Absolute gorgeous bowl.
it almost has a little bit like of a clear tinge to it too on certain angles with that
Well, it's done, I
yeah.
believe it's done on clear glass. Because see the bottom, see the base? See the base of
Ah.
it? The base was actually done. It's done on clear glass. And then all
Oh.
of this was applied. And
Was
then what they would
added
do
to
is
it.
once they would apply a certain I think it was done with a chemical of some sort, and they
Mm.
would fire it on, and it would get fired. And once it
Yeah.
was fired on, it would give that iridescent sheen, almost looks like an oil slick. See how it looks like
Yeah.
an oil slick,
Yeah.
like you would find if your car's leaking oil.
Definitely
That's what
has
it
a
looks
very
like.
unique look to it for sure.
Yep. And there's the mark on the inside, Imperial Glass. That's the Imperial Glass mark on the bottom in the middle. See it? And that's
Yep.
the mark that came out in 1951. And you can tell that by looking up the Imperial Glass marks. And that's how they marked their items. And that mark was from 1951 to 1972, so I have no idea. But it's still beautiful nonetheless. And here it is, and we will count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Well, whoever ends up getting it, if you find out what it is, please let us know.
Yeah, I could not find it. And again, I had 3 books. While Chris is looking that up, I'm going to show you just so you guys don't think like.
Jenny Mac said she has a very similar piece of that one.
Do you, Jenny? Do you have any idea what it is? Look at this, guys. I have the 3 volumes of Imperial Glass right here. Here's the books.
Mm.
I went through every single one page by page last night while drooling at half of what's in here.
Well,
I
Jenny
could
Mac
not find out.
is taking that home for a 102.
Jenny, for 102, thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, it is gorgeous. You are going to love that.
All right,
Thank you, Jenny.
Now she has to tell us what it is.
Yes, now your job is to research it and find out what it is and tell me what it is. No, I'm going to keep researching. I'm going to figure it out because I got plenty of pictures of it now. So, thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Congratulations, and thank you everybody who bid on that. I really appreciate that. It is a beautiful piece. I knew you guys would love that.
She's going to give the other one to her sister.
That's so sweet. Jenny, you're a doll. So many of you guys in here. I love all of you guys so much. We're like a family in here. I'm telling you, you guys are just phenomenal. I literally feel like I'm like Oh, you're gonna make me emotional. You guys are just so sweet. All right. Candy corn. What are you talking about? Candy corn. You
to
put
go in the
candy corn
bowl.
there.
Yeah, during
No.
Halloween. Someone was just saying that
Me and my candy corn. Dad
Jenny's
loves
going to
his
put
candy corn.
Halloween candy in it.
Awesome. Well, there you go. Gosh, I love it. That's awesome, Jenny. Absolutely. Jenny, do you like candy corn? Not a lot of people do. I love it. Love my candy corn. And we know Dad did. Dad loved his candy corn too. All right. Next up, guys, I have what in the world is, I'm telling you, I can't even read my writing. This is getting bad. I was doing this late at night last night. Oh, this thing here. Now, again, another one, unknown maker, but I know what it is. I just don't know who the maker is because so many companies made these things years ago. This is obviously a mayonnaise. It's a mayonnaise bowl, and it would have had a base, or as Scott calls them, the underpants. It would
Starting,
have had the underpants.
starting.
Chris, $12. $12.
Before you go
So
into
you
it.
ready? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Look at the design that's hand painted on here.
Oh wow. Is that it's hard to tell with the
Isn't that
light.
pretty?
Looks like white and green.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of flour it is or what type of flour it's supposed to emulate. I'm trying to it's like backwards the camera. I'm trying to focus on one thing and it's like, yeah,
No,
so there
it's
it is.
okay.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
it's all right.
beautiful, the green and white? I figured this was so pretty for summer. So if you guys have any like summer salads or whatever in this, it does obviously I don't have its underpants. Have like a little bit of a rim on the bottom. It has like a little bit of like an almost like a goldish, reddish type of rim on the bottom. There's a little roughness, but it's not chipped. It's from where it was made. You can see the mold marks here. See them? These lines, those are mold marks. And it has a nice shape to it. It has a little bit of a rolled edge on the top. And it has a little bit of that waviness right here in the glass from when it was made. And it's really pretty. And it has a little bit of a red rim underneath. This red is painted on, this red strip here, this little line underneath. That's painted on. And the glass here is just like an amber color. There's some of that red,
Okay.
it almost looks like it's coming off a little bit right here, but not too bad.
So that inner ring is red, and then it goes to amber with the
Hmm.
painting on top of it.
Yep,
Okay.
and then the glass is amber. The
Yep.
inside is clear glass, and the bottom is clear, and then the bottom is painted with a red rim here to match the
Okay.
top. So I would assume that, the underplate that it had probably matched this, but I did not this I looked all over the Goodwill and I could not find it. I was hoping I looked through the dishes. And sometimes I look in the plastic because sometimes people pick things up and then they put it in the plastic. They just shove it somewhere. So I look everywhere, but because I knew this had an underplate. But unfortunately, this is a mayonnaise that's just by itself. But if you have a plain plate, or clear plate, you can just right on it. There you go. It's just the painting on it is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I just loved that when I saw that. Of course, I love green and white, and my favorite flowers are green and white. Any flower that has like green and white, or an assortment of flowers that are all greens and whites, those are my favorite. Absolutely beautiful. So, pretty piece. I was actually going to save this for the fall, but then I said, no, you know what? Maybe somebody would want to use this for the summer or spring because of those flowers.
Mm.
So we'll count this down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Right, Becky. Maybe the underpants broke. Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yep. Yeah, possibly the underplate broke, but it's still a beautiful piece.
So a
It's probably from the
little
30s or 40s. Nice piece. And still use it for something.
All right,
Dressing.
Jenny Mac for 12. 1, 2.
Jenny for 12. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much, hon. All right. Okay. And then another record. Another record. Here we go. This one's an awesome one, guys. $10 on the screen, Chris. $10.
Okay.
So we have MGM Musical, those glorious MGM musicals. 2 complete original soundtrack recordings. You have Singing in the Rain with Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor, and of course, Debbie Reynolds. And then we have my favorite, Easter Parade, and with Judy Garland and Fred Astaire. And what's cool, again, another open album, all kinds of pictures and info about each. There it is there. And then in the back, it's got the MGM Lion. And so each one of them, you got 2 records here. And each record has, this one here is the Easter Parade. And they come with their own sleeves. And honestly, I don't even think these were even played. Yeah, because they're like absolutely so clean. But they're beautiful. Yep. MGM. Yep. So there's that one. And then the other one is the Singing in the Rain. So the songs that are on here, I think they're on the back. Let me just get this. And you guys know, in case I know I've told you this before, but some people don't know, because I know I have some new folks in here. Whenever you have a dust cover on a record, you never put the opening of the dust cover where you put the record in like this. It's never put in that way. It's always put in with the opening up. And you put that into the record like that, into the sleeve like that. And the reason for that is the record won't roll out. That's why you do that. In case you guys don't know that. Some people don't know that. Maybe common sense to some, but not to everyone. And there's the other record in the back there for Singing in the Rain. And it's got all, Singing in the Rain, Fit as a Fiddle, All I Do is Dream of You, Make 'em Laugh, You Were Meant for Me. Let's see. And then Good Morning, All I Do is Dream of You, Moses, Broadway Ballet, You Are My Lucky Star. And then Easter Parade, Stepping Out with My Baby, A Fellow with an Umbrella, Shaking the Blues Away, Love a Piano, When the Midnight Choo-Choo Leaves for Alabama, Couple of Swells, That Only Happens When I Dance with You, Better Luck Next Time, and Easter Parade. Yep. Great, great record. Limited edition. And it has extensive historical notes on original productions. Trying to see if there's a year on. 1973, guys. Manufactured by MGM Records, Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California. So there it is. So we'll count this one down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yes, limited edition. 2, 1, and stop. Yep, limited edition right there. Yep. And then if you guys want to freeze it later and look at all the back on it, you can always pause the video and check it out after and see the listing of all the songs. Very, very cool. I'm glad I could find that one. That's a good one.
Well, you can add it to the pile for dear old Nancy for $10.
All right. Oh, Nancy, I am so glad you like records. That is so warming to my heart. I'm glad you like that.
That's going to be one nice media mail package.
Yes, you are. Yeah, I'll send these all media mail. Yep, I sure will.
At least
Those
until
are
the
coming
post
to
office
you.
gets rid of that, you know.
What's that?
I said at least until the post office gets rid of media mail.
Oh, I hope they don't.
I know,
but
but
don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. All right. Let me see here. What is this one? Oh, this is very interesting, guys. Are you ready for this one? Now, I another one I was researching last night, but I found it. However, it was on the EAPG website, unknown. And it's listed on the EAPG site as unknown. Now, I wish I could find out the maker and get my name published in it. That would be so cool. I know Karen Williams was able to do that with a couple of items that she found, which I think is just so cool. But unfortunately, this one is unknown. So here we go. This is an
Starting.
EAPG site. Chris, $18 on the screen, 18. And this glows like the Dickens. If you hold yeah, you can see it right there. It
Even with the light.
glows like the Dickens. Oh my goodness, does this thing glow. So this is probably circa 1880s. And what this is called is the bands of Quatrefoil. Quatrefoil in French means quatre or four, and then foil meaning leaves. So four leaves. So it looks like they're like shamrocks going all the way around. Quatrefoil. That's the name of the pattern. Bands of Quatrefoil. And it is 7 inches across, and it's 6 1/8 inches tall. And again, it's an unknown maker. Don't know who it is. I checked it on the EAPG website, and no idea. They don't know who the maker is of this. So the inside has a little bit of like a funky little design. See it? There's a diamond and some kind of like I don't even know what the heck this thing is. Which is very peculiar looking thing. Now it does have some scratching.
Wait. Jeff, hold it back up so you can see that. So you have the diamond, and it looks like a.
That almost looks like a little chick coming out of a shell, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And notice it does have some of see the scratches on it, guys. It does have a little bit of scratching on the bottom of it. So my guess is that somebody probably had a flower frog or something in there and used this as a base of some sort of an arrangement. And I think they didn't use enough florist clay, and it scratched the bottom of it a little bit. See the scratches? So it has some fine scratches. I did not do my barkeeper's friend trick on this, but I can try doing that and see what I can do and get it out.
It almost looks like an inverted sun and moon pattern, like the sun and moon together married.
Well, it's called Quatrefoil because it's got the clover and the quatre foil meaning leaves. Foil in French.
Anytime for you to practice your French.
Yeah, Quatrefoil. All right. So we'll count this one down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And this one's from the 1880s. That's all I know. That's all the EAPG website told me too. So there it is. That's all she wrote.
And that is a pass.
Yep, Amy, like a leaf. Yep, it's like a clover, like a 4-leaf clover. Yep. Your son is getting into vinyl. That's awesome. I'm glad kids are getting into vinyl again because, it's good stuff. And let me see here. I think and that's it, guys. So do you guys want me to go back? And unfortunately, I do not have any giveaways tonight. I did not have a chance to do any giveaways for you. So, but possibly in your packages, you may find a little something special. So I might do that.
So Jeff, you want to go back and do a quick recap?
You guys want me to go back to what I had earlier?
Yeah, let's do a quick recap.
Over.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let me just make sure these are back in order here. I don't want to screw up my. Let me see. 1, 2.
As long as you're okay with that.
So I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Okay. I'm fine. What time is it? Well, it's 10 o'clock now, so I don't want to go too long because I know people get tired too. So it is it is Sunday, so tomorrow's Monday, and yesterday was Saturday, and I should get a job on the radio announcing the time. All right. So I had a set of those pretzel plates. If anybody sees anything I hold up and you're interested in it, just say stop, go back to plates or whatever it is that I'm holding. So Chris, this one I had, you don't have to put it in there, but I had, these are 8 Indiana pretzel glass plates, dinner plates. It was a set of 8 for $28. And these are the pretzel plates. So I had those, and they do have a few of the utensil marks on them because they are, you know, older. Probably from the, I would say the late 50s on those. I also had a DVD of Hollywood Divas for
Oh, hold on.
$8.
Wait. Sandra
With
Garcia is in for the
oh,
pretzel plates for
okay,
28.
so Sandra's in for the pretzel plates. Okay, so Sandra, all right. She's got her bid in there. Okay, so I'll start a countdown for Sandra on these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and they are heavy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And Sandra, they are heavy, girl. So you'll see what I mean when you get them. Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's a confirm for Sandra for 28.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate it. You're gonna love that. They are gorgeous. They really are. Oh my gosh, and they are heavy. So I warn you. All right. Let me just write you down here. Thank you so much on those, Sandra. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. And the other thing I had here is this DVD of the Hollywood Divas, Marilyn Monroe, Betty Davis, Joan Crawford, and Barbara Stanwyck. 4 movies, great for a rainy day, all black and white. From 1947, 1934, 1932, 1943. And this was $8 if anybody's interested in those. I also had my teapot, which I'm parting with because I recently purchased one to match my grandmother's set. I'll even lower the price on this down to $25 from 28 to 25. Blue light special, $25. $25 on this. This is the Godinger and Company, and this is called the Cream Lace 4-cup teapot, and it has its own strainer in it for your tea leaves, unless you read tea leaves. And it's a beautiful pattern. It has that nice edge on it on the top. And I use this many times for tea. But again, like I said, I found a set that matches my grandma's set. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to part with this one. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know.
And
And
that
if
was
there's no
20.
claims.
Nope, but count it down. We have Carole in for 25.
Okay, we have someone in for 25. Carol's in. Thank you, Carol. All right. So Carol's in for 25. So I'm going to do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And if I didn't tell you, I bought this from Martha by mail when Martha Stewart had her catalog. 2, 1, and stop. That was a long time ago. Probably late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
I still remember when I bought that. I just loved that pattern.
And confirming Carole for 25. Thank you, Carole.
Okay, Carol, thank you so much. You are going to love that. I hope you get as much love and use out of it as I did over the years. It is fabulous. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, good. Thank you very much, Carol. I appreciate that. And then I had that set of Melmac, melamine, if anybody's interested. I know 2 people mentioned it to me. They were like, "Oh yes, fantastic for kids, you know, great for kids and stuff." This was a set of Sun Valley Melmac, it's plasticware, great for outside on your patio. Doesn't, you know, it's plastic so it doesn't break. You get 8 pink bowls. You get 8 of the 6 1/4 inch plates with the beautiful rose pattern on there. And then you also get the dinner plates. And there is no utensil marks on these at all. They're in perfect condition. I don't think they were ever used. So beautiful. And the leaves on the silver leaves, they also have like a gold. See like the gold trim on them? See the gold? You can see it shining. See that? And you get 8 of those. You get 8 bowls, 8 dinner plates, and you get 8 of the little either salad or dessert or whatever kind of plates. And those were 25 for the set.
Are the matching cups and saucers? I don't understand the rest of that, Carol, real quick.
Carol, I have to tell you, when I was at the Goodwill and I saw those, all that was there were 3 saucers. A lady bought a set of 6 cups and 6 saucers, and that's it. And left the rest there, and there were no other cups to be found. And I was so upset. And I wanted the cups and saucers to go with them because I looked up what they looked like, and they're so nice. But unfortunately, they were gone. She only bought, I don't know why people buy just little pieces. Some places they keep everything together with, like tape. So you have to buy the whole set.
Oh, okay.
But they had these all individual.
So Carol wanted to know if there were matching cups and saucers
sorry, Carol,
that go with the teapot.
There is, I believe. So if you go on to replacements, are you familiar with the replacements website? That's a good place to start. They have this listed on there. You're going to look up this company. It's called Godinger. That's the company. If you type in Godinger, all right, and I believe they were out in New York, and you type in the pattern, which is cream lace. Cream lace. It will pop up a whole pattern of these types, and I believe there were plates, there were dishes, there were cups and saucers that went with it as well. So you can look that up. But what I used it with is Martha Stewart had a set of her Queensware, same color, cups and saucers. And that's what I used it with. So it matched beautifully because it's kind of that same creamy color. But they do have the same. I believe they do still have the matching ones. You might even find them on like eBay or Etsy or one of those sites. But I did not buy any matching cups and saucers for that particular set. I just bought the teapot because I loved the teapot. I loved that reticulation on the top.
So
Jeff, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the Melmac.
Yeah, I misunderstood too. We do have
That's all right. That's okay.
We do have a bid interest on the Melmac, so you can count that down.
You got somebody's interested in the Melmac?
Yep, bid for 25. Yep.
All right. So let's bring Alf back from Melmac. Mm-hmm. All right. So here we are. So we're going to count this down. 10. So this was a bid at what was it? What did I say? 25. Ooh.
25.
25 for the set. Yeah. All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yeah, these are just so pretty. I just love the roses on there. They're just so pretty. Isn't that pretty?
Okay.
Very pretty. Beautiful, darling. Beautiful, darling.
That's going to Midway Rose for 25. 25.
Midway Rose for 25. Thank you, Midway Rose. And hello. I don't even think I've seen you come in earlier. Unless I missed you. I must have missed you. Unless you just popped in. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. What does Scott say? Hello, the shampoo that fluorifies your hair. All right. And then I had a set, that little made in Japan set. You got 4 cups four cups little with the oranges on there. That beautiful little basket weave for your fresh orange juice in the morning with its matching pitcher. And you got 4 oranges on one side. And Chris, this was a $16 start on that.
Okay.
And then there's 1 orange on the other side. It has a nice little like bamboo looking handle to it. Nice and clean on the inside. Okay. And put your nice fresh orange juice in there. Yep. And only one of them, as I mentioned, I thought it was chipped. That's why I was going to leave it there, but it's not. It was actually done during manufacturing. It must have hit something before they glazed it. And they glazed right over that little nick right there. I thought it was a chip, but it's not. So it's glazed right over. But yeah, adds a little character, right? So I have that set for $16. If anyone's interested in that, please mention that, and I can go back to that and count it down. And then I think, let's see, I also had the Chicago record. What did I do with that? Chicago, where are you? Yep, the Chicago musical vaudeville album for $8. If anyone's interested in that, that is still available. And I think that was, and then one other, and then just the bands of Quatrefoil EAPG bowl is available. That was 18.
And that's all
Okay.
the pieces that didn't sell, Jeff?
Yep. As a matter of fact, I can do a blue light special on this because of all these scratches in here. I would say 15 on that.
Okay.
I would take $3 off and say 15.
For the Quatrefoil.
Quatrefoil. Yep. Which just means four. Quatre is 4 and foil is leaf in French.
Okay. And we have a bid on the Quatrefoil, if you want to count it down.
EAPG. Okay. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what? Quatrefoil. 2 and 1. Stop. Quatrefoil. Yeah, this one's great. Hazel, I'll do it the best I can. I'm gonna do my power work with some elbow grease and some of the barkeepers. I'm gonna see what I can do to get some of these scratches out of the bottom. But
Okay, that's going to Hazel's attic for 15.
All right, thank you very much, Hazel. I appreciate that.
And
I don't know if you
also,
ever bought from me. If you haven't, just send me your info. You know what to do because you have your new channel. And guys, please, Chris, I don't know if you can put Hazel's channel in for her.
yep, let me
She's just starting a channel, guys. So check out Hazel's attic. She's going to be doing shows and doing some sales. So please check out her channel. Give her a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
That would be great. Thank you, Hazel. I appreciate it.
And Jeff, hold on. I got like 5 things going on here.
That's my name.
We want to run the pitchers for the lemonade. There's interest in that one.
The pitchers for the lemonade.
The pitchers.
The orange? The ones I just had?
Yes.
Oh, with the oranges on it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see. I can go back here.
Hold on. And we do that.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, right here. Okay, so Japan pitchers for the orange juice. Yeah, these are little oranges on here.
And what was the price on that again?
Or you can put you can put lemonade in it. It's not just strictly for oranges. This was starting at $16. It's a set at 16.
Okay, Valerie, so 16.
16 for the set. You get 4 cups that match the pitcher. The pitcher has 4 oranges on one side and 1 on the other. But if you want to put lemonade in it. Put anything you want. Put grape juice in it. Put vodka in it if you want. Hey, the heck.
Oh, goodness.
Why not? Pour your Tito's in here. Why not? The heck. Nobody says you have to put oranges in here. Put your orange-flavored vodka in here. Perfect. What a way to start the day. Why not, Valerie, right? All right. We'll count this down. 5. Oh, 5. Oh my gosh. Now I'm see, I'm just, this is what happens. I work all day and then I'm doing this and I don't even know what I'm doing.
Maybe you should have
Oh
a
my goodness.
mimosa.
Yeah, maybe I need a mimosa. Maybe I'll go in the opposite direction. Yeah, mimosas. Yes, exactly. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stop. Made in Japan. So cute. I love this set. I think it's adorable. But I'm like, no, I can't keep keeping this stuff. So adorable.
Uh-huh.
It is. I know you're always telling me, stop,
No, no,
stop,
no.
Steve, stop. You don't have
No,
any room. I know you keep
you
telling me.
can enjoy
And
it,
I agree with you, honey. Huh?
but other people can enjoy it. That's going to Valerie
I know,
Beckett for
that's what I'm saying.
16.
Valerie's going to enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Valerie, you going to have lemonade in that? That'd be fun, like if you have kids, have like like grandkids or nieces and nephews coming over or whatever. So cute. They get a kick out of that. Sky Mandarin. There you go. See? This is what I'm talking about. Why not? After the kids go to bed, you bring that out and you put the adult beverages in there. Why not? All right, Valerie for 16. Okay, thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that. You're gonna like that. It's a cute set. All right. And I think that was it.
Just double
Yep.
check
The
your
only thing that
list.
didn't sell is the record of the Chicago album. That was it. Nancy, are you interested in that Chicago album? Because if you are, I'm going to just put it right in your package and you're going to get all of them. I'm not going to charge you for it because you bought so many of those albums.
Oh, that's
Can I
nice.
gift that to you? Would that be okay, Nancy? If that's all right with you? Dirty vodka martini. I'll take it, Jenny. I had my very first dirty vodka martini on the last cruise that Chris and I went on. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I was kind of at first, and then I'm like, I actually kind of like this because I love olives.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
definitely
actually liked it.
it's an acquired taste with the vermouth and
It
everything.
is, but it was
Yeah.
very Jenny was sophisticated, and I felt sophisticated. Yep, I did. Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night.
And Nancy said thank you very much for the record. She's would
Oh,
like
good.
that.
I'm glad I can do that. I'm going to put that in your package, okay, with all your goodies, and I'll adjust the shipping accordingly too, so you don't have to pay for that. All right. Yeah, because I know you like your record, so I don't know if you already have Chicago, but all right. You have it on the rock. Ooh, we'll have it on the rocks, Chris. Get it icy cold next time. That sounds good. Thank you,
Okay.
Bill. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys coming in and visiting with me tonight in my kitchen and buying some of these wonderful goodies. I really appreciate each and every one of you and all of your purchases. As far as the invoices go, I'm going to do the best I can with trying to get them out tomorrow afternoon, Tuesday, and throughout the week. I'll get them out by Friday. If you don't hear, like I always say, by Friday, if you don't hear from me, please shoot me an email. My email's right here. Shoot me an email and say, hey, Jeff, what's going on? Did you have too many mimosas? Where's my invoice? Okay. And because sometimes, for whatever reason it just doesn't, it just doesn't go through. I don't know what's going on with PayPal and these invoicing systems, but we'll figure it out. I can always just shoot you an email. Even people that have PayPal, it's not working. I have to actually send you guys a link. I know Lisa was having issues too with hers because remember I had to send it to her. I don't know, Lisa might have went to bed. But I mean, some people that have PayPal, they're just not getting the message from PayPal. I don't know what is going on. They need to do an update or something. I don't know what's going on, but in any case, I'll get it to you.
Yeah,
Margot, love you, darling. Thank you.
and
Happy trails to you until we meet again.
and
Yeah.
we're not doing a live show next Sunday, correct? We're doing a drop sale instead.
No, guys, yeah, just so you guys know, I will not be doing a live sale next Sunday. Next Sunday, there won't be a live sale, but I will do a drop sale. So I'm going to set it up so that the drop sale, you guys are familiar now. I would hope by this point you guys are familiar with what a drop sale is. If you don't, when I record the video, it's not me live. It'll be pre-recorded. I'll have a few items. Each item, oh, excuse me, is going to have a price and it's going to have a letter attached to it. And if you're interested in the item, you just put the letter in the comment section below and you can claim the item if you're the first person to put that letter in. And then I'll let you know in the comment section. I'll respond to your comment. So I'm going to do a drop sale next Sunday for you guys. And it'll probably drop at my normal time, 7 o'clock. But I won't have a sale because it is Father's Day. So that will not be happening next Sunday. But I will be back the following Sunday, which, Chris, you probably have a calendar closer to you than I do. Which will
I
be
do.
which
It's the 22nd, but I will be traveling potentially, so
that's okay. That's all
we'll
right. I'll
figure that
still
out.
have a sale.
Yep.
That's all right. Well, I'll still have a sale.
So June
The
22nd.
22nd. So June 22nd will be my next sale. Now, I have to look at my calendar, guys. Hold on a second. Let me look.
I thought you were working, but I could be mistaken.
I am, yes. I am also working on that Sunday as well. So that the 22nd will probably also be another 8 o'clock show.
Okay.
Maybe 7:30 because I could have swung. I could have
Swung.
swung 7:30 tonight.
Well, we'll see how it goes, and you can
Um,
just keep an eye on the channel, everyone.
yeah, yeah. Keep an eye on the channel, and if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell under your subscribe thing so you know when I do post something new to keep track of what's going on as far as my get some good records when you come back. Perfecto, what type of good records would you be interested in? Tell me what you would consider as a good record. Feel free to let me know that. I'm open to any suggestions. Here's my email here. I'm more than welcome, more than open to hearing what type of records you would like me to bring. And I'll keep my
70s
eyes
and
open.
80s, he's saying.
70s and 80s? Any
Okay.
particular artists that you like?
Or genre?
You guys got to let me know, and I'm more than happy to keep my eyes peeled because I know some people have a hard time finding good records where they are, or they're looking for a specific album or whatever. Yep. More John Denver, 50s, pop radio. Yep. And if you guys are more comfortable just shooting me an email, you can do that too. And just, let me know.
Yeah, looks like
And
we've
I
got
can,
Broadway shows, Robert Goulet, Neil
Robert
Diamond.
Goulet. Okay. Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond. I think I have it. I know. I should have brought that too. Yeah. Yeah. Send me.
Right.
You love ABBA? Awesome. Okay, perfecto. Yeah, send me an email. Let me like if there's certain albums you're trying to collect and you're like looking for that one particular. Send me an email. I'm more than happy to read emails. I respond to all my emails, as you guys know. So I'm more than willing to respond to you and let you know. And I make notes in my phone so that when I'm out and about, I always look at my notes to see if there's something specific that somebody's looking for. I'll keep my eyes peeled. ABBA. Okay. I'll keep my eye out for ABBA. Okay, guys. Well, that being said, I think that's it. Unless there's any other questions. Chris, I had wanted to buy my son an old Christmas one, but he no longer uses his record player. Oh, that's too bad. Tina Turner. Okay. All right.
Crisscross. Or I'm sorry, Christopher Cross, not crisscross.
Oh, Christopher Cross. Yes. Okay.
All right. Sounds
Neil
great.
Diamond, definitely. Yeah, Neil Diamond is something else. Oh, he's fantastic. Yep, I like him. Yacht Rock, Jenny, me too. That's all I listen to now. And now that it's summer, I listen to. Well, I consider it now that it's summer. On Sirius XM, that's what I listen to is the Yacht Rock radio. Good night, Perfecto. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you stopping in, bud. Take care. I look forward to your email. Send me an email, please do. Annie Lennox. Yeah, boy, I haven't seen any Annie Lennox out. Have I seen any Annie Lennox? That'd be a good one to look for. Okay, I'll keep my eye peeled. Christopher Cross. Yeah, I love Christopher Cross too. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Any others that you guys think of? Brenda Lee's Christmas album. Bill, did you know that this past Christmas at Target, they had Brenda Lee's Christmas album as a special? And if you bought it, the record itself was red. So they pressed it, instead of it being black like a typical album, it was red. And I was actually able to get my hands on the last copy. I was so happy. And yep, I was so happy to find that. And brought it back to the pharmacy. And out of the goodness of my heart, a very close friend of mine who I was working with that day, I actually gave that album to her so she could gift it to her brother. Yep. And then I contacted another Target store not too far from my house. And I said, because it said that they had one left, and they did. So I was able to find it. And I actually was able to get it. So, yeah, it's a very hard one to find. Colored vinyl. Yes, exactly, Florida Golden. Yes. Yep. So now I don't even know if I'm sure you can find that album on like eBay. I'm sure just imagine what people are probably asking for it on there. Because, people just, crazy prices that they ask for stuff. But yeah, they're coming out with a lot of vinyl now. And I was sending it to Chris the other day. There's some Disney albums that are coming out, Florida. I don't know if you saw. I know, Chris, was that the Disney store? I don't even know if that was the Disney store.
It was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so through the Disney store. So Florida, if you check out like even on the Disney store website, they actually have some vinyl they're re-releasing of some of the album. I know one of them is the Haunted Mansion, I think it was. Wasn't it, Chris? Or the Haunted Mansion or Spooky Sounds or
I
something?
think it was Spooky Sounds inspired by the Haunted Mansion. It wasn't like the
Inspired.
actual. It wasn't like the CD for the Haunted Mansion, from what I understood.
No. But yeah, it's really cool. Yep. Yep. So they opened the vault. I don't even know if the vault was even closed on the music. But I know they're redoing the records. And what's cool is that, speaking of the colored vinyl, that Spooky Sounds, it was very popular, I think in the 70s, Chris, wasn't it? Was it the
Yeah.
70s or 80s?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when they released this album, that album is not black. It's actually like gray, and it looks like smoky, almost like mist, like a fog.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing. You guys have to check it out. I think it's on the Disney website. So if you check on like the Disney shop, disney.com or whatever, I think it's on there. And it's like the album isn't black. It's actually like a smoky color to it, like grayish smoke color to it.
It's
So
called
cool.
it's called Walt Disney Studios Chilling and Thrilling Sounds of the Haunted House. Not Haunted
The
Mansion,
Haunted
Haunted House.
House. There you go.
And it is a grayish color album.
Florida said that they will not. No, they will not open the vault for the programs. Gotcha. Okay.
Well, maybe someday. We can hope.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, they're cool. They're really cool albums. I mean, they had quite a few. They had what else did they have? They had a couple others. I'd forwarded to you on your thing, Chris, for you to
Yeah.
look at. But I mean, they're asking like, because they're colored vinyl, and there's special prints and special pressings. So they're like, I don't know, like they're like 25. What are they? $25 or something like that?
I
Something
think
like that.
so. I think so.
They're not at Disney Springs, no. And
Yeah, they probably already got scooped up, unfortunately.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But we won't go there.
yeah. I know, yeah. But I know they're on their website, so you can buy them on there. So, but yeah, yeah. We love going down to Disney Springs. Yep. What's the restaurant that we like down there, Chris? The Boathouse, Florida. I'm sure you've been to the Boathouse. We
um,
had the best service and the best meal ever the last time we'd gone down there. It was fantastic.
yeah, the new restaurant.
Yeah, it was so good. Oh,
Oh wait, are
the
you talking about the?
service was just,
Well,
huh?
no, we did the boathouse, and there was the California place, the front
Well,
porch.
both places, actually, yes, both places. Well, we did California for breakfast.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But the boathouse
Yeah,
was amazing.
yeah, yeah. The Boathouse was so good. And then we did, yeah, that California restaurant for breakfast, brunch. You were just there many times. Yeah. Oh, I bet because that place is so good. You're so lucky to be living down there. Oh, food was so good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they were. It was a little pricey, but you know what? It's worth it. And I'll tell you, the service was top
Mm-hmm.
notch.
Oh yes. Yeah.
We couldn't believe the service. Yeah, she was fantastic. Our waitress was on the ball. Flying Fish now changed their. Oh, did they? I remember you were telling me about Flying Fish. We haven't tried Flying Fish yet, have we, Chris?
We were supposed to, but we opted for the boathouse instead last time we were there,
Oh, okay.
just because the menu was. I was unsure if you would like the food, so.
Okay. All right.
But there's always next time.
Bill, what album are you looking for, Bill? You got to tell me, bud. I'll look for you.
I think
We got a lot of records. There's a indoor flea market that's not far from my house. He's only open what, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think
So
Bill
like
was
only
looking for
five.
that radio broadcast one, if I remember correctly.
Oh, the radio broadcast one? Okay.
I
I'll look for
think.
it.
Don't hold me
I'll
to
find
it.
it. Yeah. This place, he's got upstairs, there's one whole section. He's got records. Oh my God. I could spend probably 2 hours just going through the records. So I'll find
No.
some.
Yep, that was
All
it.
right.
The radio broadcast one.
The radio broadcast one. All right. Okay.
All right.
All
Well,
right, guys. Well, it's
what do
getting
you?
late, and I know some of you guys have to work in the morning. I know some of you guys already went to bed. So I thank you all for coming in and visiting. It was great seeing you all, as always. And I thank you all for your purchases. Chris, thank you so much for the starts and stops and chit chats and all that good stuff.
You're welcome.
And thank you guys. I appreciate it. It looks like it was a full sellout tonight. So thank you very, very much. And I'll get these items out to you as quick as I possibly can. All righty. So I hope you have a great night. So until I see you again, next week is going to be a drop sale, and then I won't see you until probably the 22nd. And I will just keep an eye on my channel. I'll try to post. I'll see if I can post some more content up until that point, and
Yep.
I'll let you
Unless
know
you
what
just
time I'm going to be on live.
unless you decide to do something ad hoc during the week, you never know.
Yeah, I might possibly.
Yep.
So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye for now. Good
Good night,
night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.